dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back. I think we should track down my fellow Spawn. I'm not exactly looking forward to a reunion, but perhaps they'll know something. If we can find them, we can force them to tell us what he's been doing since I was gone. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk.
Father preserve you. I've been unfair to you. I've had unrealistic expectations of your character ever since I joined you. But honestly, you've surpassed even those. It seems my faith was more than well-founded. What would you like to know? I am? Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now. Who's to say? Perhaps there's a half-orc buried somewhere in my ancestry. Or perhaps not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be. Stranger things have most certainly happened. I had a friend when I was young, long ago. He played with me in the forests where I grew up. But eventually, I realized no one else had heard of him. It was Daniel, of course. Nature was my very first friend. I get older, but he hasn't changed a day. I knew then that I had to be more than a companion to him. I had to be a protector. You're not a doppelganger, are you? Trying to study me to learn all my secrets so you can take my place? Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in high forest now, near the shade of the grandfather tree. The grove became my family, with Sylvanus as my teacher. And now I have you. It was a long time ago. The wounds don't heal, but they become more bearable. I'm 350 years old. Of course there have been lovers. Just because I love nature doesn't mean I'm betrothed to it. Though sometimes, nature needs reminding. Right now, I bed down alone, I'm afraid. Perhaps once I talk less of curses and parasites, my fortunes will improve. Well, I didn't pick this scar up in battle. I was in wild shape, only I forgot it was the season when bears are particularly social. A she-bear claimed me as her own and did not appreciate being spurned. I suppose you wouldn't be shocked to learn I love animals and nature? I know, well-trodden territory. Well then, let's see. I whittle in my spare time, and I've something of a sweet tooth. Although everyone's very amused when I say I like honey. Ornaments, utensils, and ducks. I like ducks. I like what I like. Once you get to my age, you realize there's little point in denying yourself, so long as others aren't affected. Thank me by returning the favor, why don't you? Come on. I'm sure you've something better than carving wooden ducks. Well, they are fierce creatures from what I understand. But as long as you avoid the high seas, I think you can consider yourself safe. Anytime.
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster. events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the Dream Visitor's protection. With his help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest, orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Father, shield your servants.
Need to act fast.
Always this same old song.
Shall prevail.
Can't give up. Death greets us all.
More are coming.
But not
Hurry,
today.
or we will all become thralls.
Seems simple enough.
Sylvanas, preserve us. That orb's about to shatter.
Hope your soul is in good hands. These boots have seen everything.
To the skull.
There's no time to waste.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Let's move.
Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
Nature's servant awaits.
What comes now?
All right. What now?
I need you. Now! It's not over. Come to the skull.
Protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. The Honor God. Eliminate them. My forces are weakened by their assault. But with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the God. I will subdue their master. Together, we can turn the tide.
No time for mercy.
For my princess honor! destroy the Honor Guard.
Bring me into battle.
None stand in our way. I shall see you laid low.
Need to stay focused. On my way. Forward.
Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
And so we should swoon and offer a kiss, abomination? Ah, I would not even know where to plant it.
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals, unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed, and they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered. by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Not all mind flayers are alike. I have always valued freedom above all else. In my past life and present, it has been a burning need within me for as long as I can remember. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive-mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus, his mother, to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my honor, that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. A very good question. One that I have been unable to answer. That Orpheus lives at all is ruinous to Blackith. She has done everything in her power to keep his existence a secret. That Gortash and the Chosen found out about it. This is impossible to explain. But it was important enough to them that Gortash sent me to retrieve it. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus, and find allies in the outer world. You. There may come a time when that is necessary, but there is no guarantee that his power would survive his passing. The risk is too great. The moment his protection is gone, you would become enthralled to the Elder Brain, just as I would. We may look different, but to the Elder Brain we are already the same. Thralls in its design. I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel, but the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Lithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with the Lithid potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I felt that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it, so embrace it. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
A wave of disappointment, stronger than any you've ever felt. And then stillness. You've resisted your Lithid instincts. For now.
You are not ready yet. Keep hold of it then, until you are. It has enough vitality to further your evolution, and your allies. Perhaps you will be more inclined to try it when you see more of what our enemy can do. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
It's been a long day. I need to rest soon.
So your confidant was a mind flayer all along. Disquieting, to say the least.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10-day, though. Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me, too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Up on the hill.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon.
If I was a shower and lookout,
What in the
this
hell
is the
was
sort of
that?
place I'd wait around. Whatever it is doesn't bode well. That orc seems a little too interested in me.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
And don't give a rat's arse about honest citizens. Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Ah, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians.
I thought cities were supposed to welcome folk of all walks of life. Clearly, I was mistaken.
Excuse me? I was born inside the city walls, a Baldurian through and through. Wherever you're from, clearly they don't teach manners. Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. They're a danger to all of us.
They've got diseases, and any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's
Halsin, if I were a druid, what animal do you think I'd be?
You. Turn around and toddle your way right back out of here. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. Look around you. These poor sods need all the help they can get. Now, are you going to clear off or not? Not unless you want to make a donation. Guess you're not all bad. Give it here and I'll make sure it's kept safely with the other donations. Well, if you must, I suppose it saves me the walk. But if you're gonna do it, hurry up.
Not sure why you were so keen to get in the barn, but if the Manip says so...
Attention. Donations desperately needed for refugees. Every copper helps.
What are you still flapping your lips at me?
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't...
Tell me, Shadowheart, how does Shar's favor feel? Does it...
I'm busy. Mind your own.
What are we going to do in the city?
Pretty sure they'll need favors to shore up the walls for you.
Right. I hadn't thought of that. No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Oh, trust me. Your eyes say it all. Everyone wants to pet him.
Some of us don't. Whatever the dog thinks, being here is much better than being out there. Right, my dear?
Well, the children can be a touch grabby, but... Yes. You're quite right, my darling. War is no place for a precious little baby like Biscotti after all. Lunch isn't looking so good, Neil. I know, but we need to get into the city. Can't leave, Grump.
I'm inside the city. Said you'd do whatever it takes. Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead.
I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fists. Right? There's no point arguing with the guards.
Packed bags to
We're
make
not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
You should do the same. Promise you'll get us inside the city.
I don't want to leave.
Master say? Guild robbers.
I know, sweetie.
Before I saw the giant
If you're safe in the wild,
You throw a fit when there's no hot water. What's a day out there?
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Marcia?
When you prove yourself not to be an incompetent idiot.
Straight to the source.
Sorry for a flight of
Please, in the name of the crying one, have mercy. Why don't we talk about something else?
You're the one who took a
Did you
beating.
try that rye bread recipe I gave you?
Really? The card's on our doorstep, and you want to talk about
This is front page material.
Please, my son.
That'll make a great
He's
headline.
only a boy. You must understand.
Stellmain is dead.
We can't let you in.
This does not bode well.
I thought we'd be safe in the gate.
I heard the stories.
We still mean...
Heartless bastards. If they'd just listen.
This is front page material.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? I'm afraid Article 30.1.7 stipulates that religious or spiritual assertions cannot count towards one's proof of self-sufficiency. I will repeat, for the last time, may I add, do you have means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Well met, Citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
Not just yet. State your business.
I'm a herbalist by trade, Sir Fist. My assistants and I were out collecting blooms for that rub rot going around. Oof, nasty business. Contagious.
Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare. As witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes, it knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die.
I think this one is slowing me down.
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
were going to be friends.
I am ready. With haste. I am close to my limit.
Have to keep going.
Whatever may come, I stand ready. I am close to my limit. I shall not yield.
Death won't take me yet.
Our readers will be outraged.
Hear me out. Sharess's caress also has rules.
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good point.
The librarians has this thing with
How
them
about
with
Flop
more
House?
flowers and
It has plenty of spare beds.
great! We can bungle 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky
such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone is correct. You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
I had no less than 2 maidens
An apple a day, keep.
10.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're hungry, you...
Get Dungeons dancing act. A harper gathering spot.
Yes,
from
but
what you
they
hear.
were Jortish's idea, which makes him the inventor.
Armor to meet my mother.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Whatever you... Whether you're getting hammers or getting nails, we've got the tools...
Halt, citizen. Submit to inspection.
The parasite reels in your skull. Something within the Steel Watcher tugs at your mind.
Your trial is complete, villain. And the sentence is imprisonment. Please comply.
What are you doing? We cannot defeat the brain without that stone.
Deafening silence. Did Wintley speak?
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good point.
why does Once Crossing have so few lodgings?
We need at
least a double bed.
How about the flop house?
Librarian, does this
It has
thing.
plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them has sticky things.
Butter! Oh, honey, guess we should stock up.
Another quake. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
How long did you fix last?
Are you sure?
It depends on
Up
the
there.
watch.
That was not starting out. The Harper safe house Jahira mentioned.
Did you see how far that watcher threw me?
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Whatever you want.
Gondians built the steel watch.
Yes, but they were Gortash's idea, which makes him the inventor.
How about we settle on the Gondians and Gortash invented them?
It's because we already helped you fix it.
That helped.
Greetings. Be vigilant, citizen.
Love to see one of them in a fight. A real fight.
No screw too loose, no door too unhinged.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Ordination is what? Lord Gortash is becoming Archduke. All the peers came to pay regards. Gortash has got all the protection he needs. A cultist makes so much as a peep, the watch will turn them to cinder. Yes, the Orphans Fund. You can pay me directly. I'll make sure to pass your gold to the orphans. I'm sure you will.
Gortash is to be proclaimed Archduke. His grip on the city tightens.
You want past? Talk to Ellen.
No entry today. Special occasion. Special occasion. Worms Rock is closed. Invited guests only.
I wouldn't give to be the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Invented the steel watch?
No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch.
Armor to meet my mother.
We settle on the Gondians and Gortash invented them.
Yes, darling, it's very...
Give up a kidney for a tour of the steel watch foundry.
We've got the tool for the job.
Imagine seeing a watch apart for the first time. My heart flutters at the thought.
To see one of them in a fight. A real fight. They crush everyone.
No screw too loose, no door too unhinged. My tools can fix anything.
Let's go to Calm's Guns. She has the most fabulous symbol. It's perfect for a shirt.
I would, but this armor was...
Did you get to look at their diamond necklace? Or their targeting modules?
Armor was a ball.
Hi! Over here! Me!
Ahoy, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Gums. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for? Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember,
Hi! Still here. Still have things to say. You're making me feel really needy. How about now? Want to talk now? I love to talk.
My mother and father.
Imagine seeing a watch. They enjoy this.
Simply astonishing.
I've had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next morning. You get in Worm's
Let's go
Crossing.
to Calm's Guns.
Variant is this thing without a weight. My honor falls and... Such a prude.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised. You come for sustenance, no decadence.
a mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Sweeting, are you blushing? There is no shame in pleasure, even less when the pleasure is pain. It's Fion you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
Is your boss here to enjoy himself?
Oh. I think this kind of establishment is quite to his taste.
Rocks for brains.
Look at me.
What were you thinking?
Nymph's Grotto.
Brothel? There's a house?
Moan loudly in the library at all times. Devil's Den.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us. I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away, which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the Illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an Illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an elder brain. No, Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the Gith for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. And if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Isn't just physical, it's the state.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Moan loudly in the library at all times.
Chad, do I do this, bro? I'm scared.
Journey to the Underdark.
What? Bro, chat, I'm scared. I don't know what to expect of her. It's locked. Okay. Chat, should I do one of these?
What does it feel like?
I'm kind of cursed. Like, how detailed does it go? I'm like, scared.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess is correct. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. Looking... Ah, forget it. My business is slinging... But... You poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Elmira there looks about ready to burst.
Especially for you.
Don't take it off.
A drow or a drink, sweeting. There is no... Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could
Chat, I'm
turn
scared.
stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle.
Ooh.
They're through the curtain. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are.
Chat. I don't know if this is where I was supposed to go.
There are scant few customers.
What the heck?
This might end up being the first day in years I end with my hand alone for company.
Key to my heart. Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good...
You can stare as much as you like.
Stop over Madame Elmira now, please. Do you think we've done something wrong? My.
Oh, he's
I can tell you are a special one from a single glance.
Oh,
You have
chat,
but
I'm
to
scared.
ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
An intriguing pair. Takes me back to my youth.
Nah, cause why?
What do you think, silly? Love, of course.
Oh, he's gay as shit.
Hot and vulgar with me, or sweet and sincere with my sister. Trust me, you
Bro.
don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
What the hell? Oh, bro. I'm scared, bro. I'm scared. Should I do it? Both or the dude? Bro. I have to experience it once, bro. Same time?
We will only allow that if we know there is an evening of exceptional pleasure awaiting us. Usually, one darling alone is not enough to match the two of us. Exquisite. You know the price, right? Come here, though.
Yo. Yo. Wait. Yeah, nah, y'all stay here, bro. Y'all not following me up here. Yo, I'm scared, bro. What? I don't know what to expect. I've never seen anything in this game like this. Bro, I'm about to pause the stream if it gets that bad, bro. Like, I'm scared. I bet it's the one that was locked.
Isn't just about wetting your whistle. There's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly.
That's crazy you couldn't get both of them, though.
It's the state
Go ahead and close that. This place is crazy. Ah! Guys, I'm scared.
There is nothing I haven't done. And nothing I won't do. Clients usually choose me over my sister when they're looking for a man of extremes.
Bro. Missionary with the lights off. Not sure. Struck me in places I haven't even heard of. Excuse me, I'm not sure if I can speak.
All of us were deviants in utero once. Tonight, you will be born.
Okay.
Oh, you will learn things you wish you could unlearn.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
And the lessons will be pure tactile sensation. No sight. Only whispers.
I'm scared. Bro. I wanna leave. I wanna leave. I wanna leave. I wanna leave. Oh my god. Oh my god. I got a helmet on. This doesn't look right. Oh. Oh!
Though you have the power to see in the dark, in the face of lust, you can't help but close your eyes.
So, tell me, do you want some role play, an unusual sensation, or perhaps my legendary Menzo-Baranzan love trick?
Duh.
Let's just say it's not only Dwergar who can enlarge themselves.
Oh! God, yes!
Incrementum incredibili. I will excavate the very depths of your...
Oh my god! Bro!
As the night dances on,
I'm scared!
he ravages you.
I'm scared! Oh. Okay, at least my character don't got boobs. Can't demonetize me. Not that I care. Bro. Okay. Okay, so that wasn't bad.
Give me a moment, for pity's sake. You've exhausted me already.
Now I'm ready for round two. Round two. Nah, that was scary. Oh, can I put my clothes back on? Bro. How do I put my clothes back on? Oh, show. Yo! You put clothes back on. Oh. Oh. Hello? Bro. Help! Help! I'm about to look this up because ain't no way. They know I'm walking out there in my little underwear, bro. Whoa. This is too funny, bro. Alright, bro. Nah, bro. No, that's not what I... Okay, wait. So it says... Character screen, highlight equipped. Oh. Okay. Whew. Alright, found it out, guys. Found it out. We're not naked anymore. Okay, back on mute, because I'm sick. But that was such an interesting experience.
Is your boss here to enjoy himself?
Oh, I don't think this kind of establishment is quite to his taste.
Worry.
Also has...
Everyone is Sharesh's caress is a...
We are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round...
And if a patron confuses me...
God of the oppressed. My... Word to the wise. Give that ill-mate a temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. So did I. Let me show you. Pleasure doing. I can't believe I got kicked out of a temple.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
We lingered long enough. We should return for the ceremony.
We have time.
The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found.
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's alright, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? Ah, it's no good, I tell you.
Island. Into traders?
Such a prude. Lovely voices, nervous, but don't worry.
Cutting to the chase.
Also has rules.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, pleasant folks, from what I...
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good luck.
why does Worms Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than...
Useful as once his kind has you under their thumb, they perhaps, if you lost a follower, well.
Fate dost thou require? Then thou must. This is the price of well counted. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
The great devil grows sloppy. I suppose we will have to see if this House of Hope is open to visitors. Worms Crossing. This place has been a haven.
Many victims for
And Harpers were
Khazad-dûm
less
here.
than welcome in the city proper.
They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
Staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got...
And they'll feel the sun on our skin.
With pleasure.
You've been spotted fiddling with that lock. Best fiddle with something else.
useless.
And pray none of them have sticky fingers. We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter.
Birthday, you deserve to cut
I
loose.
just want somewhere warm
Librarian
and
does this
safe.
thing with her whip where you're on all fours and slow down, sweetie. Take a deep breath for me.
Such a
Rude.
You're exhausted.
Birthday boy's just
You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
Ready or not.
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
Like what?
I don't know, but I'll know it when I see it.
Salute away.
Let's just stick to the list.
The absolutes are mistakes. They were what? You told me the armor was a
Crooked
bargain.
touch.
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
Calms guns. She has. It's perfect for
This armor was... Immediately finished. The Gondians...
How long do the effects last?
It depends on the reality.
If any of us could be so...
Whether you're getting hammered or getting nailed, we've got the tool for the.
I'd love to see one of them in a fight.
Now here's someone who appreciates the finer things. Sir. Stop. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Aren't they just? What can I do for you, sir? I must say, the wood paneling cost a fortune, but it's so worth everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure.
Every substance has been tried and
You'll watch? On the Slether Army.
think you're getting hammered?
No, he merely offered patronage. The
Yes, darling, it's
Gondians built
very
the steel watch.
leather-like.
Yes, but they...
Put him up! Put him up!
Yay! You spoke to me! Nobody ever talks to me! My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be... What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Whew! I was hoping you'd say that. To tell you the truth, I don't actually like hurting people very much, or getting hurt. It's a good job I ran into you. Did you get to look at their gyrometics? Or their targeting modules?
Work to be done.
Flying.
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
Do not like that. You tried to climb up one, you madman.
We're shopping for a suit. Dinner with
How
my
else was I supposed to see them
parents,
up there?
remember?
This armor was such a bargain. We can't return it.
I got it. I got it. And thanks. What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Actually,
Let's go to Calm's Guts.
invented
She
the
has
steel
the
watch.
most fabulous sendal. It's perfect for a show.
He merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch. This is safe to take. You're absolutely sure?
They've always just nervous, but
They might have something we
Everyone
forgot.
is
Substance has been tried and tested by yours truly.
I don't know. I'll know it when I
What does
see
it feel like?
Let's just stick to the list. In a word, sir.
The absolute armies, Lacey. They won't care about stupid
Almost
lists.
painfully so. My body burns
Charess is
like
caressing
whatever
you just about wetting
I can get
your
in Worm's Crossing.
For the person with you. They enjoyed it.
Pleasure isn't
Enjoyed
just
it.
physical.
I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next room.
It will when you've met the drought.
Butter. Oh, honey. Yes, we should stock up.
Honey is a luxury.
Certified
Honey.
How long do the effects last?
It depends on the person.
Don't fret. Drinks. I'm not telling you about Raphael's sex life.
Such a headache. And no.
Someone with all the power of the 9 hells. He must have...
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. Oi! You must have slipped by me earlier. Raphael's very disappointed you turned him down. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. He's gutted, you know. Had such high hopes for you. You won't come out of this alive without him. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly, mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. I doubt.
Don't take it off later.
No time to rest.
I want to give it a good rumple.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. 9 Fingers.
You rats with the guild now. Heard 9 Fingers met a match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust 9 Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the 9th hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs? Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
I don't understand why there's such a type for so many.
You have the key to my heart.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
Just have such a headache.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Oh, honey, we should stop it.
Hear me. Teresa's caress also has...
Slow down. Does the hand not assist the lips?
She has the most
The lips, the tongue.
fabulous sandal.
If you're
It's
my
perfect for
money.
chefs.
Gortash invented the steel watch?
No, he merely offered patronage. Convenience.
No entry today. Special occasion.
How about we settle on Gondians and Gortash
My mother and
invented
father.
them? My mate got thrown by a steel watcher. Lucky bugger. The trajectory was perfection.
What? I'd give up a kidney for a tour of the steel watch foundry.
As if any of us would be so fortunate.
Yes, darling, it's
Imagine seeing
very
a watch of power.
leather-like.
My love, what is at the door?
Well, we're shopping for a suit.
Or the person with you.
Dinner with my parents.
You enjoyed it?
Remember?
Enjoyed it.
Such a bargain.
I had no less than
Garnish.
2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door.
Like what? I don't know, but I'll know it when I see it. Let's go to Calm's Gums. She has the most fabulous sandal. It's perfect for a show.
It depends on the person.
You told me the armor was a bargain.
With good armor, it's
I'd
hard to find.
recommend
Believe you tried to
2
climb up
doses.
one. You madman. Your folks.
That seems like a lot.
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
To feel her fingers grip yours in pure ecstasy.
Oh, honey, we should stock up.
People will leave.
Honey is a luxury. Good. We don't need Let them see you taking charge of your pleasure.
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gundian who invented the steel
Actually, Gortash invented the steel
Darling,
watch?
it's very leather-like.
No, he merely offered patronage. The
I sense some hesitation.
We're shopping for a suit.
Yes, but they were Gortash
Dinner with
himself,
my
which
parents.
makes him the
Remember?
How about you settle on the Gundians and
Does the hand not assist the lips? The lips, the tongue? If your mighty Mars needs...
I got it. I got it. And thanks.
Of course. Set your worries at ease.
Let's go to Khan's Gums. He has the most fabulous sandal. It's perfect for a shirt.
Imagine seeing her watch about this the first time. Oh, flutters at the thought.
You told me the armor was a Baldur.
One of them in a fight. It was. Safe to take. You're absolutely sure.
I could wear it to
Every substance
You're
has
not
been tried
wearing
and tested.
armor to meet my mother and father.
What does it feel like?
Like what? In a word, sir. Exquisite. Almost painfully so. My body burns like the noonday sun.
And they're targeting other person with you. That watch is they enjoy it.
Darling, it's very leather-like.
How far that watch is through me.
I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor imploring us my daughter very
We're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
Butter! Oh, honey, yes, we should stock up.
Oh, Father, give me strength. How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers.
Places like this behind.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done, and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Of course that's why he came crawling back. He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us. So he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Why does Cazador need me? What is he planning?
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass beneath his palace. There's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
Keep talking.
The Black Mass. It will be his triumph. He'll complete the ritual and emerge the vampire ascendant. He'll walk in the sun. He'll be free of the hunger. He'll wield power no vampire has ever possessed. Best of all, we'll join him. His loyal servants walking in the light as living vampires. We'll be free, brother.
You can't believe that. You can't be that stupid.
We deserve this, Astarion. Can't you see? We've given him everything. Our blood and tears. And he's finally going to reward us. And you will be with us when the time comes. It's fate, written in your very flesh.
Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Still, though, a living vampire. Who wouldn't be interested? It's the ultimate freedom. Freedom from the hunger. Freedom to live a real life in the sun. No tapple required. And if I were to ascend instead of him, freedom from Cazador, once and for all. Perhaps. But if I don't confront him someday, I know I'll spend the rest of my life running from him. And if I can take this power from him, it would set me free. Truly free. I have to know. I have to face him. I knew I was right about you. You're a true friend. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Doesn't make any
Confuses
sense.
me for a member of staff.
It will when you pet the drought.
Butter.
Tim,
Oh, honey.
that seems like a lot.
What path lies before me?
Let's go to
What I wouldn't give
Comscott's.
to meet the Gondian
She
who
has the
invented the
most
steel watch.
fabulous sendal. It's perfect for a
Actually,
show.
Gortash invented the steel watch.
This armor was...
No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch.
Yes, but they were... Which makes him the inventor. How about we settle...
Wonder what's past this.
Simple.
Back home will ever believe this.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people. I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that nether stone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I come to an understanding. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. She might be anywhere. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
An ally could be useful, at least for now. And when he's no longer useful, well, we can dispose of him then.
Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun. Let me demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A shapeshifter? It could be anyone. I mean, it's not me, but it could be anyone else.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Our tyranny, and we are saviors, defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Have you come to behold the new dawn? What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest of goods.
Ravengard is a charlatan, like every last of this wretched city.
Ah, they're harmless. Except if you're a criminal, of course.
Help! Not this again.
The brain is resisting its masters. Gortash was right. Without all three stones to control it, it's breaking free.
I spoke with her. Says you entered the house before the fire started.
Lady Aria says the Absolute's army won't be causing trouble for Gortash. Or for us. Meaning? Ravengard's a hero. Elturel would still be stuck in the Hells if it weren't for him. Shut your mouth! Ravengard is a legend. Gortash has Ravengard on his side. That should tell you something. Gods.
Watcher sent him flying.
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
It's just impressive to need something like this.
Whatever for? Does the hand not assist the lips? The lips. If your mighty mask needs...
I got it. And thanks.
Of course. Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands. 15 low cities.
What I wouldn't give to be the Gondian who invented
Let's go to Calm's Gums. She has the most... It's perfect.
Nearly there now. See the city. Up on the hill.
Shit. It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
And cheerful. Refugees for hire.
Red caps
right?
working in your circus.
Chomping at the bit.
Oh,
What's
yes.
the plan?
Pyramidius and refugees. Dad, who's that monster?
That's just a man in a coat.
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is. Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji.
Meat!
Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful. We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No like.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
Costume. It's not real.
When's it gonna stop?
You realize she is miming putting on face paints. She has them to sell.
Approach, ugly one. Yes, behold, Akabi's Wheel of Wonders. Spin to win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. Akabi has traveled across the plains, burning and conquering all. Win the spoils of such conquest. Or, if luck smiles upon you, win the grand prize, the jackpot. No more questions. Spin or don't. Let us see if you have luck's favor. Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. You are welcome, putrid one. Return again to try anew.
This city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? Everyone loves, even those who wrap their hearts in stone. I can help you see that love more clearly. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
A sweet gesture, but all this, it's not really for me.
Save yourself from heartbreak. There's this thing.
You know what you need? A ripper of a ballad. Prepare your heart. Nay, your very soul.
Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. And Boris. Boris! Put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. interrupting a massacre. Merkel, help me! These three make the art of dance look like a ritual sacrifice. Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally, I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage, but these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling.
Papa sells good things! Oh, a scaly one. Hungry lizard. Big lizard. Want a treato? I has lots of treatos. And magics and junks I finds. Don't worry. I only takes junks from dead people. I is nice. Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you. Bye-bye now. Junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstain free.
We need change. I felt can't believe
Please, in the name of the crying one, have mercy. The priests will open the temple up again. You will see.
The crying one weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered. I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
We would never hurt him. We had... We swear it.
there's no point arguing with the guards.
Packed bags for myself and the kids. Ready by the door. You should do the same.
This whole situation
I know,
stinks.
sweetie. You'll be safe in the wild.
We should go straight to the source.
What can happen if we get caught
Never
sneaking
thought
in?
I'd feel sorry for a flock of pigeons.
You remember that spiced apple loaf?
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
The wood from the cart too. That'll be good for a fire, if nothing else.
Find us bloody keepers, I say.
Bloody savages, a lot of them.
We're as desperate as the rest of these savages. They just had the sense to move quicker than us.
This car. What were they thinking?
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
Something over there.
Won't get us fed and water.
We have no good choices.
We let emotion. Rechtei Hathran Rust.
Welcome, friend. You've joined us as we honor our fallen dead. A somber time, and you have brought a somber guest. I did not think you would willingly return, Spawn.
Well, indeed. I was rather hoping I'd never see you people again. Honestly.
Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
I feel we're intruding. We should leave quickly.
Calm yourself. You will not be harmed. Our leader has called off the hunt. She wishes to speak to you.
Im orak nete. Krasin netra. So, the impossible Spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you. The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future.
When I was hunting you, I was to bring you back here, interrogate you, discover how to save our children, and then destroy you.
But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Free. Not while his master still lives. But he has, perhaps, earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead. Excuse me. Did you not hear anything I just said? They're gone.
I know our plight is grim, but if there is even a chance to save them, we must take it.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
Red light locusts. Nothing less will
So we should do nothing. Just wait for the next wave. What will happen to them if we attack?
I share your fear, but we cannot build plans on fear. We will have to act for all our sakes.
We cannot rush into their claws again. Another defeat will wipe us out. Forgive me. I know tears will not bring our children back.
There is nothing to forgive. It is only right to mourn.
We shed tears today.
Exterminate.
We may shed blood tomorrow.
Between them and the innocent.
If we do nothing, the innocent will suffer just the same.
You promised you'd get us inside the city. Said you'd do whatever it takes.
On our doorstep.
I'm sure you
Talk about the man who took a beating. Have patience.
Mummy,
Survive the beating.
this
Then
is
at the
the
end of
third
it,
time in the last 10 days.
make things worse. Maybe it has something to do with the army about to invade the city. Knows that Cogs works for the guild.
Everything you read in the
Where we're
book
gonna be like.